Welcome to the How to Organize Yourself video series. This video will talk about ways that you can prioritize your assignments using digital and non-digital formats. You will even be able to find free templates on my website that will help you get started. Hi everybody. We're going to talk in this video about how to prioritize your work and how to know what to work on first and what to do, make sure it gets done today, things like that. You might already have a plan or a system that works for you, but this one might work a little bit better. The first thing I do is go to my classroom, and you'll see here on my screen that I'm in my classroom. I only have 2 classes. This is just for an example. But if I go to my science class, the first thing I want to do is always go to classwork. This way, everything has a category and I can search for it over here. If you go back to stream, the only thing that's going to be there that won't be in your classwork is anything that has your teacher's logo on it or icon here, like this. So this is my icon as a teacher, or excuse me, as a student. This icon here that is colored, has a colored background and has a little clipboard. It might have a folder or a question on it. Those items are going to be in the classwork area. So I would just generally go to the classwork area to get started. Sometimes teachers will post something as a class comment. And those can sometimes be very important. So make sure you look for their icon up front to know if there's any important announcements, but then go right to your classwork section. So as you can see, I'm going to look here and find what do I have to do today. Looks like all my work is that I have to do an attendance question. So I'm going to take down those notes. I'm going to figure out where they are or what I have to do. And then I'm going to move over to how to prioritize those things. So next, I'll make this bigger so you can see. Next, I would put these on my bulletin board. Sometimes I will, you can use a whiteboard. This is just a piece of paper that you could hang on a bulletin board or on your wall at home. And I've basically labeled it ELA, Math, Science, Social Studies. It can be whatever classes that you are working on or you're required to do work in. And then I've just taken like the square sticky notes, and I put the things that I need to do each one on a sticky note, and I put it underneath the category that it's supposed to go in. And then I can easily take those and move them around so that I can know, oh, the reflection's due today, so I should probably do that first. And I put that in the first position. And then the brief write's not due till tomorrow, so I'll put that second. And then if I don't get to it, and maybe I can even put the due date at the bottom, so then I know, oh, hey, this is coming up, or it's like due now, okay? The other thing you can do is you can do this all digitally, or I created some templates for you if you'd like to use that are up on my website, and you can use them in Google Slides or you can use them in PowerPoint, whatever works for you. And these are completely clickable and editable. So you can click here on ELA and change that to whatever subject you are needing that to be. I've also then made these are clickable, so you can then type in for math. I need to do problems 5 through 15 in Eureka book. Okay. However works, whatever your assignments are. I made 2 different ones here with 2 different sets of labels. You can change those as you would like. You can also print them out. These here are designed with using the sticky notes, not the square ones that I was using earlier, but the more of the smaller rectangle ones. They usually come in like a manila or yellow color. Those little tiny ones should fit in these squares or rectangles pretty easily. There's also a template on my website that allows you to utilize this same template with bigger boxes, and these boxes will fit the larger square ones. So if that's what you have around the house and you want to use that, feel free. Now, another way that you can prioritize is using, if you're more of a digital person. I personally am a very handwritten kind of person. I need it in front of my face. But some people are really digital and they like using their Google Calendar. This is another option for you if this appeals to you. Especially if you're already using Google Calendar for other things and you're checking it regularly. That's the thing for me, is I always forget to check it. So that's why I guess I don't use it. But it does have some really cool features. So if you look here, we have an assignment due on May 12th, and that's our attendance question. So I would leave that there. That would be a reminder that that is due. Another thing I can do is add my own tasks. So if you just click once on the box that you're on the day that you're working with, actually, let's start on a different day. Let's start on tomorrow. Let's pretend, or May 13th, I guess we'll say. I know I have to get that ELA done because the reflection is due on the 13th. So I'm going to prioritize it by placing a 1 at the beginning of the title. So 1-ELA. And I'm going to label this, instead of an event, I'm going to label it as a task. Then I'm going to give it a description, and I'm going to write reading reflection. Okay. Right now, I'm just going to leave it under my tasks, but you could prioritize, or you could label it and give it this one. I have school on here as well, but I don't use it. I don't use my tasks a lot. If you use your tasks a lot, then I do recommend keeping a separate to-do list with different categories. So right now, I'm just going to leave it under my tasks and then save. And then I also have that math homework that I have to do. So 2-math. I'm going to make it a task again. And then I'm going to put the assignment in 5 to 15 in Eureka. Okay, and I save it. That lets me see them in the order that I need to do them. Then what I can do is over here on the right-hand side, if I click the little task button with the pencil, it's a little blue circle, you can add tasks over here as well. I could add a task and add it to a day if I want, or just add a task. But that way then too, when I'm done, I get that satisfaction of clicking the check mark and it's gone, and it crosses it off on my calendar. So this is a nice way to keep your assignments and prioritize day by day. If I were to do it on the 12th, like I was originally starting to, I might start that by a number 2, because I know my assignment of attendance is due first. So then I could put in ELA, make it a task, and then work on reading reflection. Save. There we go. There's some ways for you to prioritize yourself and your work so that you can get it done in a timely manner and you don't forget anything. Good luck.